Hello and welcome everybody to Nickel City X when we've got two big matches for you tonight. It is Netter versus Colfax, the Empire versus the Rebel Alliance. We are ready to go. Let me open up betting. Betting is open. Go for it. And timer has started. Handshakes are had. There is Gambit going big on the Empire. Wedge is a little bit of the old kryptonite for... Oh, what the fuck was that? The screens just all went blank and then came back real fast, and that was fucking weird. Catherine bets on the Rebels. No, she seems like an Imperial at heart. Wedge, oil's closed. Did we get a boost here? Wedge is a little bit of Vader's kryptonite, but we'll see. Wedge will boost. Nice little bank boost. And we're going back to dials. In phase, Agile Gunner comes into play for Lando, and he will rotate. Catherine says I'm betting on Colfax, not the Rebels. That is kind of sweet. A nice thing to say.
This is where the fun begins.
Axion, what's up, my dude? Colfax betting it all on himself. Now, Colfax is number 2. Colfax is number 2. I believe Axion is number 1. Colfax has got 9,000 nickels to make up. Of course, at the end of the month, that leaderboard resets. I think since I don't have a card, I'm just gonna buy the leader a sub. Sub of their choice. Any channel you want. GSP, Hexiled, some hot lady streamer. It's all good. You just let me know. And Axion, hang on. Bet's currently 1 for Netter, 3 for Colfax. So the big nickels right now are made if you've bet on Netter. One hard barrel roll. Ooh, this could be a huge swing momentum. Axiom goes all in on the Empire. This could be huge. And it looks like these Inquisitors spreading out a little bit. Lando going 3 hard. I don't know if there's really a good boost for Lando. Maybe to the left, but that probably puts you in danger. He's just gonna focus. Noro's gonna 3 bank. And gonna rotate her turret to the left. Little preparation. RJ, thank you for the resub. Appreciate you, buddy. Vader now. Rebanking in. Gets an evade. I wonder if we get the... The Vader probably just focuses, feels pretty comfortable with this shot here. That's exactly what happens, and we go into Wedge. It's gonna keep them closed. Rebanking. Thinking about an action. His foils are still closed. Wedge will take a lock. Just gonna pick it up on the debris. Vader range 3 into Lando Calrissian. Spends 2 force for 3 hits. Lando spends 1 to take a shield. Lando's gonna get Vader back. Two hits. Vader focus evade. Vader takes nothing. Axion says, let's go, Netter. Get your bets in. They're going to close at the end of movement here. You want to bet? Get it in. Come on, Netta. Come on, Colfax. This Vader's got to be careful here. This Nora. An ion turret and ion missiles. Vader does not want to be ioning this. Especially if Wedge is in the vicinity. Warbot Zero, welcome in. Hey! Calvin, what's up, buddy? I hope your job's going well, man. I haven't seen you in a bit. That's a big change in the middle of a pandemic to move cities, but wow. Glad you're still kicking. Lando does have 9, so, you know, pretty standard. On any blue move he fully executes, Lando can basically do a range 0 to 3 coordinate. That includes himself. He does also have the Millennium Falcon title, which allows rerolls on defense dice and the evade action to the Falcon. This Falcon can be kind of tanky. We all know that Nora is pretty tanky in herself. Vader does have a jamming beam. Don't think he's ever going to use it, but he's got it. I think for Netter right now, the mission is to set up bullseyes. Try and get that foresight bonus attack damage to really make these Inquisitors more of a threat than they are just by themselves. Taking a nice minute here to think about this turn. This could be a pivotal turn. One of those turns that really defines the game. You lose a ship early here, it could doom you. Honestly, I don't think you go too fast with Lando. I don't think you go too fast with Nora. Like we're ready to go. One bank. Take that evade. Yellow. Yellow's gonna barrel roll. So it looks like the Inquisitor's mission is to target Wedge. Lando, 3 bank. That is a blue with 9. Gonna roll for a strain. We'll take a strain. And I think he's going to spend 1 minute trying to find it on the mem. What's up, Nick? You guys don't know, 312 Squadron. Check them out for excellent X-Wing coverage and also Lord of the Rings. They're into that kind of thing. I don't know anyone in Star Wars who'd be into fantasy Lord of the Rings. Focus boost here for Wedge from Landos. Interesting move. Nora, 3 forward. And Nora is going to pass the lock to Vader. And Vader. Vader is out of there. And Vader will just boost. Wedge opens foils. And this is going to trigger foresights. This is the dream here for Netter. 2 hits into Wedge. Wedge has a focus. Second foresight. Hit crit. Wedge the natties! Wedge, you dirty dog! Wedge survives both foresights. Can't focus again. And he's just gonna lock that Inquisitor. Wedge, range 1. This is 4v2. I'm just gonna spend the lock. Only 2 crits. Only 2. Sammy gets the 1, spends the evade. Is fine. Nora. Range 2 into the yellow Inquisitor. Nora. 1 crit. Inquisitor. Yeah, spend it while you got it. And now Lando's going to take the range 1 banger. This is unmodified. 2 hits. And the Inquisitor, 1 evade, 2 evades. So the defense dice pulling out the stops right now. Let's see if these Inquisitors can do some damage here. Range 1 into Wedge. 3v2. No more mods. Get crit. Wedge. 1 shield on Wedge. This is going to be a second foresight attack. And hit crit. And that is half points on Wedge with a weapons failure. So the foresights didn't go well, but certainly went well after that for Sammy here. The foresights saving a double modded attack in a red, which would have been real deadly. Greg, did you see they added emote slots for followers? 5 slots. Wait, really? Person? So is it like it's 5 slots for 5 emotes for? Oh man, I gotta learn how to talk. Fewer rewards. What are these emotes under? Tier 1, tier 2. Bits tier emotes. Default emotes. I don't see follower emotes anywhere. I see subscriber emotes, tier 2, tier 3, and then I see bits tier emotes. I don't see follower emotes. Is it under your emotes tab in the dashboard? And up, one forward. I'm just going to barrel roll. And Lando's going to focus. Or target lock. One of the two. Or too hard. I think if it's a new thing, they probably roll it out to some people and then roll it out to the rest. Usually deployments this big are not given to everybody in a second. Yeah, I don't have that section you're talking about. Ledge closest foils. 3 straights. Edge deciding on actions here. Yeah, it's awesome if we get more slots. 90% of the reason I want to be a partner one day. Just get like unlimited emotes. Just one for Lando, wishing he took the target lock. Yellow will spend a force. Gets the evade. Nora has range 1 obstructed. Range 2 ion cannon. Two hits. Two evades. Colfax can't buy a damage. Wedge. Spends the force. 2 hits on Wedge. Wedge takes 1. Range 3 for 1. Wedge goes in. Wedge alive on 1. Now Vader's on the backside, coming in. Wedge having a real rough time today. Why would anyone sub above tier 1? That's crazy to me. I mean, it's awesome for the people who get like tier 2s and tier 3s, but like, I mean, at that point, I'd rather just like a donation, right? Like, I'm always so paranoid about money when it comes in and be like, are you getting value for this? I think it would just add to the stress if it was like tier 2s all over the damn place. The incentive. Yeah, exactly. 1 emote. The incentive is exactly 1 emote. I don't get it. Lando 1 bank. As Nora. Thinking about the Lando action and his own action. Tier 3 is a lot. Like, so gives the focus to Nora and takes a lock with Lando. Vader coming in hot. And the bank boost. Edge 3 harding away. And spends an R5 to repair one of his face down damage cards. Vader range 2 into Nora. Nora will get that free evade and still roll 1. Vader spends 1 force. Nora adds the evade, takes 2 shields. Nora. Range 2 obstructed ion cannon shot into the Inquisitor. Or hit crit. And the Inquisitor spends a force and the evade token to avoid any damage there. Again, spend it while you got it. And now Lando blanks. Six dice, 1 hit. And he's gonna at least get a shield. But man, that's rough. Range 3 to wedge now. 1. Wedge gets an evade finally. Range 3. Natties. Wedge takes a crit. That is a console fire. We're going back to dials. Agile Gunner is going to allow Lando to rotate. Lando pretty much has to too hard here. And it's just some tough dice on the Reds for Colfax here. Not able to push through damage. He's gotten 1 shield down with plenty of dice being rolled. But the big story is perhaps that Wedge has taken 1 shot this game. 1 shot and is probably going to die next turn. So, uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. See if Nora drops a concussion bomb. I'm also interested to see if Nora 4Ks.
To Nationwide Arena and
And it looks like a concussion bomb being dropped. Boost the link. That would block the 4K. Here we go. They're just really trying to get those. I'm going to deny actions. Lando. This will trigger Foresight. Yeah, that's 2 shields on Lando. Lando now will get to do his action, and he's going to focus. Ooh, Nora didn't. 4K. And she's just gonna rotate in on Vader. Vader saying hello. Vader. Vader has to decide how to get out of this bomb. If he even wants to get out of the bomb. I think he would. And Vader gonna barrel roll out. Probably smart for Vader. I don't think that's gonna be obstructed, honestly. I think that's probably not obstructed as well. And Wedge. Misses the Vader thinking about trying to finish Wedge. Vader gonna take the shot on the Wedge. And that's gonna be enough to kill Wedge. Wedge couldn't buy a fucking evade to save his life. Range 2 Wedge. Gonna roll constant fire, doesn't matter. With Wedge the day after his birthday. One hit. 2 dice. Too many dice. Much ability. Nora, Innovator, range 2. Spends a lot, gets nothing. Just can't buy one here. Vader spends the evade, takes nothing. Lando, range 1. Decent roll finally. Focus. And 2 shields down on red. That is points. Range 1 back in Orlando. 3v1. And nothing. And no shot from yellow. Back to Dials. Wedge is dead. Never really lived, if we're being honest. Finally able to sneak a little damage on these Inquisitors, but Edge thinking, or Lando thinking about rotating. Isn't going to do it though. Concussion bomb drop from Nora. I'll roll focus to get out of that concussion bomb. Nora, one straight. Probably out of... And Lando. 3 bank. Doesn't give a crap about the concussion bomb. And Lando's going to coordinate Nora a barrel roll. And then Lando boosts. And Vader takes the bump skis. Concussion bomb goes off. That's going to be a damage card onto Lando's hull, and Lando will take a strain. Vader going to go range 1 Indy out. 4v3. Hit crits. No modifications there. And evaded. We're going back to Dallas. 38 minutes left in this one. We've yet to see the Defender 4K. This might be the turn. Preseason hockey has begun. The Buffalo Sabres' quest for the bottom is back on track. Russian bomb drops. The Inquisitor just gonna use himself as kind of a body shield. Barrel roll here. Nora does bump. Bump. Foresight into Lando. One. Lando takes one. One bank, but that actually bumps into Nora, not Lando. So Vader's just gonna get the banger. And Vader will take a damage and a strain from the concussion bomb. It catches Nora and Lando. And they both take strains. Vader into Lando. 4v0. 2 force. Vader or Lando down to 3. Lando, range 1 into yellow. All focuses. Can't hit shit. Dice have not worked out in Colfax's favor. Yellow into Lando. Range 1. Hit, crit. Lando takes hit, crit. And that is a direct. And Lando's dead. Start into Nora here. 2. Nora gets 1 evade. I would not blame Colfax if he wanted to call it. Ooh. Looks like we hit our Steam disconnect. Yeah, I was just saying I think it's probably, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to call it.